This is a quick demo of what you guys are going to use the pseudo classes for in styling our navigation. When you go to the W3 School tutorial, you're only going to do the first 3 sections on what are pseudo classes, the syntax, and anchor pseudo classes. So I want you to read through and practice just these first 3 sections. When you do it to try it yourself, it's not really going to let you see what your visited links are, but what I want you to understand is there's a difference in using these pseudo classes, and we'll be using all 4 of these when we create our navigation. Also pay attention to this note that it gives you here. When you use the pseudo classes, we use that to style an element when a user mouses over it. So that's our hover state when we make a link. And I've created an example for our Granny's Cookies site. So you can see when I move the mouse and I hover, it changes the color and the style so that it brings your attention to the fact that you're hovering over it. We can also style links that are visited versus unvisited. This is a common convention when you have links on a website. And so an example of that is on our cookies page, we have these bookmark links. And so the thing to remember is the page content links are going to look and work and be styled differently than your navigation links. So in the page content, the default that the browser uses is blue for a link that's not visited yet, which means I haven't clicked on it. Then you can see when I hover, it turns purple. And then when it's visited, meaning I've already been to the page, it turns green. And so these are because of the styles of the page content links that I have. We will be changing these though as we work in the class. But for the navigation, we keep our visited and unvisited links the same color because you don't really want to have different colors going on in your navigation. So if I haven't gone to the page yet, you can see I've used this dark brown color. When I click on it and I get out of it, that means I've visited already, but the colors are the same only because I don't want my navigation to change. And then the third reason we use or can use these pseudo classes is to style an element when it gets focus. And so focus means that's the link that you've clicked on. For us in our navigation, that's what we're going to call the active class. And so you guys will learn more about the hover, the visited, and the active class as you work through this module, but I wanted to just show you the difference. And so in the navigation that I create, I have an active class depending on which page I'm on. And that way I can easily tell which page I've navigated to in my website. So just to work through the module, let me know if you have any questions about using pseudo classes to style links and other elements.